Lots of companies use AWS as their public cloud. Can we really trust AWS security for our project or data? Can we isolate our network inside the AWS public cloud to avoid unwanted entry? Yes, we can. The answer is VPC. With VPC, we can isolate our network inside the AWS public cloud. In this video, I'm going to explain what is VPC, how it works. I will show you step by step how to create a VPC. Please subscribe the channel, watch this video till the end. Let's lock down our cloud with VPC.
Hello everyone, welcome to SR Technologies. As part of AWS Free Course, in this video, I'm going to explain what is VPC, how it works, and what are the advantages of VPC. Also, I will show you how to create a VPC. Fine. Please subscribe my channel to get more technical videos. Also, please like and share this video with your friends and in your circle so that it will reach more people. So it will help others who wants to learn AWS with free of cost. Let us start today's topic. It's a VPC. VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. Guys, it's not very easy like EC2 and S3. It's a bit difficult to understand. But don't worry, I made it simple and I will explain in very easy method. You have to listen this video and you have to practice twice or thrice to understand this VPC concept clearly. But it's a very, very important topic in AWS. So whatever services you are going to create in your real life project, you will be creating inside the VPC. That means whatever EC2s and S3s and these services, you will be creating inside that VPC. So let us see where we will create VPC and why should we create VPC. So here, let me explain this. If this is the one sec, yeah, if this is the AWS cloud, fine. Inside this AWS cloud, we know that some multiple regions are there. That means Mumbai region, Hyderabad region, and region means is a geographical area. I've already explained very clearly in AWS demo session. That means in the first video, I have just explained about these regions and availability zones and everything. If you have any doubt, please go through that video. Fine. And now, here, again, availability zones will be there. Let me just draw that also. So this is one availability zone, and each region will be having multiple availability zones. Availability zones means that is a real data center. That is actual data center. Fine, where we can keep all our services and servers or whatever services. Fine. For example, if you want to create EC2 instances in this region and in this availability zone anywhere, you can create, but same like you, other companies also will be using AWS as their public cloud. That means they can also create their services here. But where is the security? If you and other companies and lots of companies will use AWS as their public cloud, if everybody creates their services and servers and whatever infrastructure in same area, so we cannot expect high security in this case. That is the reason. But also, same way, AWS will give high importance for security. Otherwise, clients will not trust the AWS services. That is the reason. We can do one thing. Just you can isolate your area. That means you can create your own private network here. That means no one can enter into your network. So this is VPC concept, virtual private cloud. That means you can create your private network virtually. That is called virtual private cloud. That is VPC. So now no one can enter into your network without your permission. Yeah. Now I will draw and explain VPC architecture. I'll also explain what are the components inside the VPC. Please listen carefully and try to understand. If you understand this VPC architecture, it will be easy to create VPC practically. Let me draw VPC architecture. Before drawing VPC architecture, before discussing about VPC architecture, we should have an idea about the components which are inside that VPC, components or services, whatever. Fine. So these are the services will be there inside the VPC. Subnets, there are again two types of subnets are there. public subnets, private subnets. I will explain what is the difference between public subnet and private subnet. Yeah, security groups and NACLs, route tables, elastic load balancer, and internet gateway. There are other components also will be there in VPC, but you will come to know about those components by practice. So if I include everything in this VPC, it will be clumsy. So that is the reason I made it simple, and I will draw the VPC with these components. Fine. So these are the main components. Yeah. So if this is the VPC, this is the VPC, virtual private cloud. Fine. So on which basis we will decide the size of VPC? Here on the a range of IP addresses. For example, if you need some 64,000 IP addresses or something like 32,000 IP addresses, based on that IP address range, we can just create this a size of the VPC. That will indicate size of the VPC. Fine. That means how many servers or how many resources we can create inside the VPC. That will decide the size of the VPC. Fine. Now, inside this VPC, again, subnets will be there. So this is one subnet. This is one subnet. So again, we can just bifurcate that a VPC as a subnets. Fine. And also here in this subnets, as we discussed, two types of subnets will be there. One is public subnet and private subnet. Here, for example, if you have 64,000 IP addresses for total VPC, out of that 64,000 IP addresses, we can just take some 30,000 IP addresses for public subnet, and we can just take some IP addresses for this private subnet. So as per the requirement, we can just allocate this IP addresses. Fine. So now what is the difference between public subnet and private subnet? Public subnet means if you create any resource, for example, if you create a EC2 instance inside this public subnet, anybody can access this EC2 instance directly through internet. If you don't want to access that EC2 instance or any service directly through internet, you can create in private subnet. That means nobody can access directly through internet which are in private subnet. So that is the major difference. But still, again, there is an alternative. We can just by using NAT gateway, you can access the services which are in private subnet from the internet, but not directly. That is the difference between major difference between public subnet and private subnet. Fine. Again, if you see here, yeah, inside this public subnet, if you take public subnet as an example, we can create EC2 instance here. EC2 instance means virtual server. Yeah, again, this is the security group. Every EC2 instance will be associating with one security group. Fine. Now here, let me just write. This is EC2. This is SG. SG means security group. See here. Subnets, security group, So what is NACL? NACL means, let me just draw. Every subnet again will be associating with one NACL. Fine. So what the security group and NACL will do? Security group will control inbound and outbound traffic for EC2, and NACL will control outbound and inbound rules. So sorry, that means inbound and outbound traffic for subnet. If anybody asks you what is the difference between SG security group and NACL, NACL is subnet level, SG security group is instance level. And also, guys, one more thing, I will just make I also made one video only for this security group and NACL. Again, if I include everything in this VPC session, so it's a bit difficult, it will be lengthy. So that is the reason, again, I made a video, separate video for this security group and NACL, which is very, very important. You can just go through that video and you get a clear knowledge about the security group and NACL. If you attend any interviews, so this is the most important question they will ask. What is the differences between security group and NACL? Fine. That is the reason. Please go through that. Yeah. Again, route tables. Route tables will be here. One second. Yeah, this is one route table. This is one route table. Fine. Guys, basically by default route tables are there is no public route table or private route table. So route table is having same properties. If you attach this route table with this public subnet, it will become public route table. If you attach any route table with this private subnet, it will be a private route table. Let me just write here. Just let me just a route table, and here also route table. Fine. Now load balancer will be there. Load balancer. One sec. Yeah, this is the load balancer. And again, one more very important component is there, that is internet gateway. Internet gateway will be here. Fine. So this is the internet gateway. Now let me just explain you. Yeah, from here, for example, you are here. You are here, user. You are any user. If you want to access this EC2 instance, what you will do, you will just give a IP address of this EC2. For example, 172.2.3.4 like this, and you should give this port number. For example, your application, see, just assume that you are running on application in EC2. That application is deployed in Tomcat server. In DevOps sessions, I have clearly explained how to deploy an application in EC2 instance and how to access the EC2 instance. Even in EC2 video also, I've just showed how to access Nginx application. Please go through that. If you have still any doubts, you can just mention in the comment section. I will reply to that. Fine. I'm ready to make a new videos also as per your requirement. Fine. Now, now your request will go to this internet gateway. Fine. It will just go to load balancer. Directly, it will go to public route table. Public route table means which is associated with this public subnet. Let me just. This is ELB. ELB means elastic load balancer. I also made one separate video for this ELB. There are different types of load balancers, network load balancers, NLBs and ALBs, application load balancers. Please go through that video also. Guys, whatever stuff you need to learn AWS till intermediate level. So I just made videos for every topic from scratch to intermediate level. Okay, fine. Now here, this is internet gateway. IGW, you can just call it as in shortcut IGW. Fine. Now again, your request will go to NACL. So here NACL will allow you to go inside this. If it don't allow, you have to edit that inbound rules. And this is a firewalls actually, NACL and security groups. Fine. Now again, your request will go to security group. Here directly, security group will not allow you to access this EC2, to connect this EC2. Again, you should edit inbound rules. I showed you in that videos, in that EC2 video. And here, if the port number is 8080, you have to enable that 8080 port. Fine. Then only it will allow you to connect EC2 instance. Fine. So this is the flow. But if anybody wants to connect the EC2 instance which is inside this private subnet, it's not possible directly. For that, you have to connect a NAT gateway. You have to create and associate one NAT gateway with this subnet. NAT gateway. So by practice, you will come to know how to create a NAT gateways and how to attach that NAT gateway. Yeah. So this is the simple VPC, guys. If you don't understand once, you please go through twice or thrice. Yeah. When you are creating this VPC, practically, what will happen? Some components will be created by default, and some components you have to create on your own and you have to connect it. I will show you very clearly in practical session. Please go through it. Please practice. If you don't practice, you will forget very easily. Let us start practical session of VPC. Guys, before creating VPC, I should tell something here. As soon as you click on this create VPC button, some of these components will be created automatically. So what are those components? See here, security group. So subnets will not be created. We need to create manually, and we need to associate with that route tables and all. And security groups, one security group will be created by default, and one NACL will be created by default, and route tables, one route table will be created automatically. But we have to create again one more route table to attach another subnet, and I will show you very clearly. And internet gateway also will not be created. We need to create internet gateway manually, and we should attach with this VPC. Fine. You should have a clarity on this. Now log into your AWS console. Yeah, this is my AWS console, guys. I have very clearly showed you how to log in AWS console in previous videos like EC2 and S3 and all those things. Also, I made a very clear video how to create AWS free tier account. Please go through that video and create your free tier account. Okay, fine. So now, yeah, once you get this console, just type VPC. Yeah, this is VPC. Click on this VPC. You will get a VPC dashboard. Yeah, this is VPC dashboard. See here, your VPCs. That means it will show the VPCs which are in your account. Just select it. Yeah, I have only one VPC. As of now, I have not created any VPC. But how come this one is displaying here? This is default VPC. Every account is having one default VPC. So that is the reason when I was explaining EC2 topic, when I created my EC2 first instance, I did not select any network settings. I did not select any custom settings. I did not select any custom VPC subnet or nothing. But still, I created EC2 instance. That means if you don't select any custom VPC, it will just take a default VPC. So that is the reason every account is having one default VPC. See here, you just remember this VPC ID. VPC 09 and the end, this one, see, double D A0F. 4Ds A0F. Just remember this ID. We'll talk about this later. Fine. Now, yeah, see here, create VPC in orange color. Click on this create VPC. Yes, there are two options again. One is VPC only and VPC more. So make sure you have selected VPC only. So by default it will be there. And give the name for this. I will give SR Tech -VPC. Yeah, here IPv4 CADR block, IPv4 CADR manual input, and IPAM IPv4. So let it be IPv4 CADR manual input. I've already explained about the CADR blocks and that IP addresses range, everything in one video. How to calculate that IP range also I explained in one video. Please go through that video. I have given that link in this description. Okay, fine. Now, yeah, IPv4 CADR. See here. See this. Let me just give this range 10.0.0.0 yeah /16. So how on what basis I am giving this number, guys? So we should know how to calculate this CADR, that IP range. In theory part, clearly I told you that based on this number of IPs, that size of the VPC is depending. Fine. So the size of the VPC means the number of IP addresses. That's it. So how to calculate it? So I told you that I made a very clear video for this. You can just go through that. Okay, fine. Tenancy, so let it be default and just click on that create VPC button. Now we have created VPC successfully. Yeah, this VPC successfully. Now we will create internet gateway and we will attach this internet gateway with VPC. Fine. Now go to internet gateways. Click on this internet gateways. Yeah, just refresh. Here, one internet gateway is there. That internet gateway is attaching with this VPC. This is default VPC. That is the reason I asked you to remember this VPC ID. So double D double D A 0F. This is the default ID. Fine. Now just click on this create internet gateway button, which is in top right corner. Here I will give the name like ESR Tech IGW internet gateway. Fine, that's it. Create internet gateway. Click on this create internet gateway button, which is in orange color. Fine. Now internet gateway is created. Now go to this actions, attach to VPC. Just select this option, attach this VPC. And now again select VPC. Click on it and just make sure you are attaching this internet gateway with your custom VPC which you created just now. See, that is very important. See, SRTech VPC, I'm just attaching. Now you just select this option, attach internet gateway, which is in dark orange color. Just click on it. Yeah. Now you have successfully created a VPC and attached with this internet gateway. Now we will create subnets. See here, we need to create two subnets. One is for public subnet and another is private. Yeah, go here, see. Under VPC subnets option is there, select subnets. Yeah, there are three subnets already. Just refresh. Yeah, there are three subnets. Those subnets are associating with, not associating, those subnets are in default VPC. Those are belongs to default VPC. If you want, you can just cross check. This VPC, see, VPC, this is VPC ID is, so double D A 0F. Okay, fine. Now we need to, because already I told you, along with your custom VPC, no subnet will be created. We need to create manually two subnets. Yeah, just see here, create subnet. Select that create subnet button. Here, select a VPC. You should be very careful here. You should select your custom VPC. See, SRTech VPC, select it. And now go down subnet name. I will just give SRTech hyphen public subnet. Pub subnet. Pub means public. Yeah. Availability zone. Guys, you should remember one thing. This is very important. VPC is region level. Subnet is availability zone level. As we discussed a lot of times, every region will be having multiple availability zones. For example, Mumbai region is having 3 availability zones. That means availability zone is actual data center. Go through AWS demo video, you will understand clearly. Yeah, here I will select this first one, EU North 1 here. This is availability zone. Fine. Again, IPR, VPC, CID. So this is something like, see here. This is the IP range. It will show the IP range. Total IP range, we have this one. See how to calculate this numerical values and all these things. I have made a very clear video on this CIDR blocks and IP range and all those things. Please go through that video. I just gave that link in the description. Fine. And yes, we need to allocate some IP addresses to this subnet, to this public subnet. For that, 10.0.0, no, I will give 1 here, 0 here, and now slash the 24. If I give 24 by 24 divided by 24, see here 256 IPs, how it comes. See, you should know the calculation, how to calculate these values. So that is the reason. Don't worry, go through that video. I made it a very simple way. You can get it. Fine. Now, then 256 IP addresses will be in this public subnet. Then create subnet. Click on this create subnet. Yeah, one subnet got created. That is public subnet. Same way, just create one more subnet for private. See here, click on this create subnet. Go to VPC and select your custom VPC carefully and go and assign some name. I'll assign srtech hyphen private hyphen subnet. Sometime back I created public subnet. Now click on this availability zone section. For public subnet, I just selected just sometime back this one first availability zone north 1A. Now I will select another availability zone north 1B. Fine. Now this is the total IP range for our entire VPC. Now here I will give IP address range. Sorry, 10.0. 2.0 by 24. Just sometime I gave one, I'm giving two now. 256 IP addresses again. See here, 256 IPs. Okay. Click on this create subnet button. Yes, one more subnet got created. This is private subnet. Just refresh. Now I created two subnets, public subnet and private subnet. Now I need to attach. Next step is route tables. See here, already I told you that one route table will be created along with VPC. That means we will check whether it got created or not. When I created VPC, one route table should be created. Yeah. After subnets, route tables is there. Click on this route tables, refresh. Yes. Yeah. See here, one route table, RTB means route table. So this route table is inside this default VPC. You should check every time. You should not confuse. See here, VPC. This ID is DDA0F, which is default VPC. And there is one more route table is here. I did not create this route table. This route table got created automatically when I created VPC. Along with VPC, it got created. Fine. RTP, this one, see, srtech VPC. Fine. We will just use this route table for our private subnet. I will give srtech private route table RTB. Fine. And we need one more route table, right? We will create one more route table for public subnet. So you see here, create route table. Click on this create route table. Now I will give srtech hyphen pub means public RTB route table. See here VPC. Select a VPC carefully. See there are one is default VPC and another is custom VPC. Our VPC. I will select our VPC carefully and see here. Click on this option, create route table option. Yeah, two route tables got created. One route table was there already, and we just created one more route. Yeah, now we'll connect this route table, public route table with internet gateway. Fine. So elastic load balancer will be there default. Yeah, no need to see that now. Now go to public route table. Yeah, so just make sure. Yeah, just always you just click on this route tables and refresh. Yeah, now select this public route table and click on this and open. And now edit routes. Go to edit routes. Edit routes and add route. Click on this add route and select all zeros here under destination and and select target. Destination should be all zeros means any type of request will be allowed. Okay, so here under target section, click on this internet gateway and also click again here and make sure your custom internet gateway is displaying. Just select it and okay, so target destination, that's it. Save changes. Guys, whenever you are doing this VPC creation, you should be very careful. Yeah, we have successfully attached this public route table with the internet gateway. Now we need to associate this public subnet with public route table. Also, we need to associate private subnet with private route table. Yeah, let us do that now. So go to subnets, click on the subnets Again, just refresh. Fine. Yeah. Better just go to route tables. Just click on this route tables. Yeah. Route table and yeah, private route table. Just select private route table first. Go inside that and now associate and yeah, subnet associations. Just to associate with subnet, we need to go that and now read carefully these options. Edit subnet associations. Just select this edit subnet associations and now you just select properly. You should be very careful. I am associating with the private route table. I should select private subnet here. Just select private subnet. Then save associations. Just click on it. Same way you have to do for public route table. Yeah. Now carefully you just select public route table and select this private. Click on this and now select subnet associations option here and now select edit subnet associations. Yeah, here carefully you just select public subnet because as this is public route table. Okay, fine. Now save associations. It will be saved. Now successfully we have associated route tables with subnets. Fine. Yeah, now almost done with VPC creation. See here. Now, just now we associated this route table with one subnet. In future, if you want to create another subnet, and you can also associate with same route table. So how I will show you. Right now, I'm not going to do that practically. Yeah. So now just I'm in public route table. Select public route table. See here. Go to actions and see set main route table. Just click on this and just set. So this is the way you can associate this route table with another subnet if you want in future. Fine. And also guys, please remember that whenever you are practicing this VPC concepts, whenever you create a VPC to practice, as soon as the completion of your practice, please don't forget to delete this VPC. Otherwise, AWS will charge you more. So there are a lot of components are chargeable here. So for example, NAT gateway is chargeable, and even other components also. By practice, you will come to know this. Now we will test this VPC. Now we will create one EC2 instance in this VPC and we will check. I told you in EC2 video that when we created the custom VPC, we will use custom VPC for EC2 creation. That means I will show you how to create this EC2 instance inside our custom VPC. In our EC2 video, we did not do that. In our EC2 video, we did not select any particular VPC so that EC2 was created in default VPC. Now we have our own custom VPC. Now let us see how to create. Yeah, go to EC2 dashboard. Sorry, now go click on this EC2. Click on this EC2. Fine. Yeah, launch instance. Select launch instance. Now I will give SRTech VPC. Something you can give anything. I'll select Ubuntu operating system. Yeah, go down. Yeah, let it be T3 micro, whatever. Yeah, if you don't have key pair, you can just create new key pair. I've clearly showed in EC2 video. Okay, yeah, now. Yeah, here in this network settings section, we did not touch in EC2 video. Now we will select our, just click on this edit. Yeah, now VPC, default VPC here, DDA0F. Click here. Yeah, this is SRTech VPC. Select our custom VPC and now create new subnet. Not required, we have already. See here, VPC we selected, automatically our subnet came. Our subnet got selected, SRTech public subnet. Okay, fine. Now create security group, or if you want, you can just use existing security group. Now Just make sure number of instances one. Just click on this launch instance. That's it. Yeah. This is the way to create a VPC and to create our resources, EC2 or S3, whatever, inside our custom VPC. I'm telling you again and again, in your real life project, you will not be using a default VPC. Always you will be using your custom VPC, which was created for your project. Fine. And guys, again, I'm requesting you, please subscribe my channel and please like this video and share with your friends and your circle. It will reach more people. It will help really the people who wants to learn AWS with free of cost. Fine. See you next video. And also guys, I'm requesting you to if you have any doubts or concerns, please mention in comment section. I will respond to that. So whenever I'm free. Thank you guys. And please, we'll see you in next video. Also guys, I forgot to tell something, how to delete VPC. Just go to VPC and select this VPC, go to actions and click on this delete. See, and you should remember one more thing. If you create any service, that means if you create any EC2 or S3 inside this VPC, first you should delete that service. First you should delete that EC2 instance which is inside this. I just now have deleted that EC2 and now it is allowing me. If you don't delete that EC2, it will not allow you to delete. See, if you delete that VPC, everything will be deleted. See here, Asatec IGW, that means which we created, that internet gateway, public route table, and this one, everything. Okay, fine. Now, just for confirmation, you have to give delete, and yeah, delete. It will be deleted. Yes, it's you're successfully deleted. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching this video.